Yoga means to unite, to join sun and moon, left and right, male and female, and any number of yins and yangs, through ascetic meditation and exercise techniques. The goal is to achieve physical and mental equilibrium. Yoga practitioners who are dedicated to the practice claim that it leads to intuitive awareness, spiritual harmony, and perfect concentration. Others use it to slim down or quit smoking. In any case, it can't hurt if done in moderation and under proper supervision.
Yoga practitioners, known as yogis, attempt to use the discipline to achieve a high level of consciousness. They adhere to certain abstentions, not doings, such as not lying, stealing, being greedy, or harming others. They also follow certain observances, doings, such as being clean, content, self-control, studious, and devoted.
Yoga also emphasizes physical control. Yogis practice taking full, deep breaths. They regard breathing as a life force, measuring a person's lifespan not in years but in the number of breaths taken. Yoga, as opposed to exercises that only work on strength, also helps the body become more flexible. As a result, some yoga exercises, called asanas, may appear strange, and you may believe you must be a human pretzel to perform them. Not so. You simply need to unwind. You never force yourself into stretches in yoga. The adage "no pain, no gain" simply does not apply here. You only do the best you can at the time, and you will do more later.
All yoga poses necessitate balance. Yoga also requires concentration because you can't balance if you're thinking about last night's TV show. You will be able to concentrate better in baseball, tennis, or even school if you learn to concentrate in yoga. Yoga exercises imitate nature. Many yoga poses are based on animal shapes, such as the cobra, cat, dog, tortoise, crab, and eagle. In the cobra pose, for example, you might wonder what it would be like to be a cobra. You are lying on your stomach, your forehead to the floor. You slowly roll your head back as you inhale, supporting yourself with your hands. You hold that pose, then slowly lower yourself, trying to move like a snake. All yoga exercises build strength and calm. The effects of each move on a muscle, gland, or nerve center are carefully considered.
You can choose specific exercises to relieve specific pains, such as back pain from backpacking or leg pain from jogging. Yoga can help you train for skiing or control feelings of depression or fear. Any good yoga book will describe various asanas and explain how they work. You may have even done yoga exercises before. Have you ever done a handstand or the wheel? Yoga is used in many exercise programs.
Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga is a traditional method of working with the nervous system. Because it relieves tension and provides renewed energy, far too many people in the 20th century, including yoga teachers, have come to regard the venerable Indian physical science as merely an exercise for health and vitality of mind and body. That is correct, but it is also much more. Hatha yoga practices are more spiritual than physical, subtle rather than gross, and serve as a means of understanding rather than an exotic way to relieve stress or limber up the body. Hatha yoga was created by the sages as a way to gain conscious control of our life energies, as a way to go within, to harmonize the external so that the innermost self could be encountered. It was about states of consciousness, living a divine life, and preparing for meditation. Concentrate on feeling the energies within the nerve currents as you perform the asanas. Become aware of when your body has been in each position long enough to tune the nerve currents involved. Then smoothly transition into the next asana. It's like a dance, albeit a deliberate and fluid one. In all postures, inhale through the diaphragm rather than the chest muscles. Do not overstretch or force the body. Relax and enjoy the poses. Don't be concerned if you can't do them all perfectly. The body will become more flexible and supple over time. Clear your mind of all thoughts and tensions. You will be more aware, alive, and at peace. Hatha yoga should be taught personally by a qualified teacher for the best results. These instructions and drawings are only intended to be a basic guide. Inquire at a recognized Hatha yoga school for more elaborate regimens. Hatha yoga has a spiritual purpose, which is to balance physical and mental energies in preparation for meditation. It is not only intended to make us younger, more beautiful, or more creative, but also to help us quiet the mind, body, and emotions so that we can awaken enlightened consciousness and know the self within. Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini is well known to all yoga students as the power, in the form of a coiled serpent, residing in Muladhara chakra, the first of the 7 chakras, the other 6 being Swadhisthana, Manipurka, Anahata, Visuddha, Agya, and Sahasrara, in that order. The agamas are less well known historically than the Vedas, because the latter provide descriptive poem pictures of Vedic life. The original agamas number 20. They are known as Saiva agamas because they strive to establish a relationship with, and ultimately realize, the Supreme Being Shiva. They have names like Veera and Hiru, perfected Siddha and naturally revealed Swayambhuva. The agamas are divided into 4 sections known as padas, or lessons. The first 2 padas, charya, good conduct, and kriya, external worship, cover all aspects of personal home life, house planning, town planning, personal worship in temples, architectural plans for temples and sculpture, and temple puja intricacies. Yoga, internalized worship and union, and jnana, enlightened wisdom, are the final 2 padas, and they vividly describe the processes and stages of Kundalini Yoga, as well as the godlike plateaus of consciousness reached when Sivahood is attained. The padas are ordered in the texts with jnana first, yoga second, then kriya and charya unfolding from a god state to a human state. The agamas contain tens of thousands of verses, far outnumbering the Vedas. Though the Vedas remain strictly in Sanskrit, the agamas spread across India and earlier countries in a variety of languages. However, they fared poorly over millennia, particularly the yoga and jnana padas, which were so high and powerful. They were ignored by the custodian Saiva priests. Many padas, some of which were entire agamas, were lost or destroyed. The chakra system. Chakra is a Sanskrit term that means spinning wheel. This is a system of 7 energy centers that run down the spine. Each chakra corresponds to a different part of the body, a different set of behavioral traits, and different stages of spiritual development. Yoga and focusing your energies during different postures can assist you in aligning your chakras and getting all of the wheels spinning in the same direction and speed. Understanding how to fine-tune and control your chakras through yoga and meditation can help you achieve mental, physical, and spiritual balance. Each chakra corresponds to a different part of the body along the spine, from the perineum to the crown of your head. Each chakra is associated with a specific body location, a color, a central emotional behavioral issue, and a variety of other personal aspects such as identity, goals, rights, and so on. Muladhara is the base of the spine, Swadhisthana is the abdomen, genitals, and lower back hip, and Manipura is the solar plexus. Anahata means heart in Sanskrit. Vishuddha is the throat, Agya is the brow, and Sahasrara is the top of the head, or cerebral cortex. Yoga movements and postures can teach you how to direct your attention and energy to and from the various chakras in your body. This allows you to compensate for areas of your body that are out of sync with the rest of your body or are not active at all. Balance can be achieved by balancing the energy in all 7 chakras. Kundalini energy is the name given to this spiritual energy. It can be visualized as a coiled-up snake resting at the base of your spine, the Muladhara chakra, in its dormant state. Because the chakras function as valves or pumps that regulate the flow of energy through your system, controlled and purposeful movements like yoga can be extremely beneficial in realigning your chakras in a way that can cause significant benefits to your physical and emotional well-being.
Exercises. Yoga exercises help to strengthen and stretch your body. Yoga also helps to calm your mind and give you energy. Active sports or strenuous exercises expend energy. Students in yoga classes report that they feel calmer after class but have more energy. Going into and out of the postures requires slow and steady motion. You hold a yoga pose for several seconds or minutes while focusing on full, quiet breathing. Your yoga instructor will always encourage you to relax while performing the exercises. Yoga postures are gently placed on your body. When done correctly, there is very little risk of injury or muscle strain. A specific asana is not repeated dozens of times, and you are never encouraged to push yourself too hard. A yoga session is intended to promote balance. You extend to the right, then to the left. You take a step back and then forward. When one side is stronger or more flexible than the other, you learn to recognize it. Yoga practice brings about harmony and balance. Yoga exercises are suitable for people of all ages. They are easily adaptable to your specific needs and physical condition. Don't be put off by the seemingly difficult postures in a yoga book. Most asanas can be modified by a skilled teacher using chairs, cushions, a wall, or other props. Yoga can be tailored to your specific needs. If something is truly impossible for you to do, simply disregard it. Never put yourself or others in competition. Yoga is a low-stress but effective form of exercise. Yoga is beneficial for increasing flexibility and relieving stress, but it does not replace aerobic exercise. You should continue to engage in regular aerobic exercise, which improves cardiovascular fitness, aids in weight loss, and, at the very least, improves blood glucose control in people with non-insulin dependent, type 2, diabetes.
Audio or videotapes that teach breathing techniques and relaxation techniques are available at health stores, bookstores, and online. It's probably fine to learn breath and relaxation techniques from a tape or booklet, but don't try yoga without a qualified instructor. He or she can correct you, warn you when necessary, and assist you in adapting poses if necessary. It will be worthwhile for you to take the time to find an instructor who is a good fit for you. A yoga instructor may be recommended by your diabetes nurse educator or another healthcare professional. Get referrals for a yoga instructor just as you would for any other professional.
Although yoga instructors are not required to be certified, many are through a variety of programs. Inquire if prospective teachers are certified. A certified teacher is not necessarily better than an uncertified teacher, but it is something to consider. Yoga is enjoyable, healthy, and calming. It's a wise way that has been passed down for thousands of years. Yoga poses little danger, and even minor progress brings freedom and peace of mind. Although most people with diabetes can exercise safely, there are some risks involved. Take the following precautions to tip the benefit-to-risk ratio in your favor.
Before beginning an exercise program, have a medical exam, including an exercise test with ECG monitoring, especially if you have cardiovascular disease, are over 35, have high blood pressure or elevated cholesterol levels, smoke, or have a family history of heart disease. Any unusual symptoms you experience during or after exercise, such as pain in your chest, neck, jaw, or arms, nausea, dizziness, fainting, or excessive shortness of breath, or short-term changes in vision, should be discussed with your doctor. Check with your healthcare team about special precautions if you have diabetes-related complications. If you have peripheral vascular disease, retinopathy, autonomic neuropathy, or kidney problems, you should consider exercising in a medically supervised program, at least at first. Discover how to avoid and treat low blood glucose levels, hypoglycemia. Monitor your blood glucose levels before, during, and after exercise if you use oral agents or insulin. Check your urine for ketones if you have type I diabetes and your blood glucose is higher than 250 mg per deciliter. If ketones are present, avoid exercise because it increases your risk of ketoacidosis and coma. Warm up and cool down at all times. Don't exercise outside if it's too hot and humid or too cold. Yoga and high blood pressure. There are two effective yoga exercises that help lower blood pressure that can help you control your hypertension. First is the inverted yoga. Inverted yoga reverses gravity's action on the body. Inverted yoga causes the most profound changes in circulation. The legs and abdomen are higher than the heart in inverted poses. Lengthen your legs and keep them active so that your spine opens and your entire body is actively involved in the pose. One of the reasons for this is that gravity is reversed, causing venous return to increase significantly. The calf and other skeletal muscles in the lower extremities must normally contract in order to pump unoxygenated blood and waste back to the heart via the veins. Gravity causes blood to flow easily back through the veins in inverted poses, lowering blood pressure in the feet. This effectively allows skeletal muscles to rest. Inverted poses increase blood and waste drainage from the lower body back to the heart, relieving conditions such as varicose veins and swollen ankles. The second is breathing in rhythm. It's time to learn about breathing because it has the power to nourish the body and calm the mind. Not just any breathing will suffice. Most people take shallow breaths, pull in their stomachs when they inhale, and never empty their lungs of carbon dioxide when they exhale. The physiological explanation is as follows: long, slow breaths are more efficient than short, fast breaths. To take a good breath, your lungs must be nearly empty. Thus, completely exhaling is the key to efficient breathing. A full exhalation begins with the upper chest, moves to the middle chest, and ends with the abdominal muscles tightened. Only after a thorough exhalation can you draw in a lungful of the oxygen-rich air your blood requires to nourish cells.